They're just putting random animals in here, man.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever prop they can fit in there looks proper. That's what they put in there. Put a sloth on a tree, looking at Coca-Cola tree. Okay.
I think they didn't even say that specific. It said, I want a bunch of trucks with a lot of wheels and a lot of animals looking happy. And then AI said, well, okay, you asked for it. Well, you didn't say which one. Put a sloth up in here. I'm surprised damn Bigfoot wasn't running through here, man.
He's back there.
Goddamn Chupacabra was in here drinking Coke.
That's a Chupacabra.
Double Toasted Live is out there. We got 2 more cities to go to. Santa Monica, California on November 14th and Seattle, Washington on December 12th. You can go to dtmerch.com to buy your tickets. You can go to x1entertainment.com, which is where the tickets are actually being sold. And you can also find a link on doubletoasted.com. You know what is just around the corner, right?
We're just going to skip over that one and go straight to Christmas.
Right, man, you know it. But see, this is why you and I are such close friends, man. I don't nobody give a damn about I don't even remember the name of it. What's it called?
What's it called?
Yeah,
I think it started with an X or something.
Pilgrim Day or something. What?
Yeah, that's when you carve up the chicken, right?
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah. Turkey Day. Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Right.
Nobody care about no
turkey.
Thanksgiving. Christmas is what it's all about, and when Christmas is around the corner, that's when you get a new Coca Cola ad. Look at it right there. Santa Claus start drinking all that Coke. Santa Claus starts doing all that Coke around November, man.
That's what Santa becomes a cokehead.
Yeah, exactly. Coke fiend over here. And if there's anything that Coca-Cola is known for, besides the drink, of course, it is for their trademark ads. You know, it has a lot of snow, like I say, Santa Claus, and of course, lots of bottles of classic Coke up in there. You know, let's take a look at this ad right here, where because the point of the ad is just to show you, worldwide, everyone loves Coca-Cola. I almost said everyone loves Coke, and then I remember that doesn't sound right. So,
sure.
Around the world, everybody loves Coca-Cola, in every country, including the animals, man.
Holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays you see it shining.
Huh? This is loud. They're like, I don't know what the hell is happening right now. Holidays, oh my God. Holidays are coming with nice, refreshing Coca-Cola all around the world. Oz, you're probably asking yourself right now, oh my God, how were they able to drive all around the world and deliver all that Coca-Cola? Well, I'll show you how they did it, man, how they were able to drive all around the world. Let's start with this right here. It's the trucks. You see,
right.
They got all kind of different trucks for all kind of different terrains. If you look right here, you got this truck with the 5 wheels on it. If you look. Damn. Yeah, let me see here. Let me see here. Let me go back so you can get a close look at it. Yeah, you got 2 wheels up there, 2 wheels in the back and 1 in the middle right here. Later on, you see that it's only 3 wheels on this truck, and 4, but 3 on the rig is right up front. No wheels in the back right there.
Okay.
If you look at the truck right here, those 3 wheels in the back, are the 3 wheels in the front, they move to the back, and then you got this wheel up here. You know, you probably wonder how these
these morphing trucks.
Well, these wheels going all over the place. Well, people, that would be because once again, AI don't know what it's doing.
AI, Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Once again, it's artificial intelligence not being very intelligent with this at all. This whole ad was made with AI, at least, or at least people thinking, most of it. That's why when you look at this, man, that's why you have so many animals up in here, because they, cartoon animals, we give them a little leeway. That's that we don't scrutinize it as much. It's exaggerated. It's anthropomorphic animals. We look at people, and you know how it is with people. We get close to people, faces start morphing and everything, and just moving unnatural. It gets weird. And they couldn't even do it right with all the animals right here. If you look at this this sloth right here. I like the way that he had that owl neck. Did you see? And even his sloth is like, why am I in here? You know, they're just putting random animals in here, man.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever prop they can fit in there looks proper. That's what they put in there. Put a sloth on a tree looking at Coca Cola tree. Okay.
I think they didn't even say that specific. It said, I want a bunch of trucks with a lot of wheels and a lot of animals looking happy. And then AI said, well, okay, you asked for it. Well, you say which one. Put a sloth up in here. I'm surprised damn Bigfoot wasn't running through here, man.
He's back there.
Goddamn Chupacabra was in here drinking Coke.
That's the Chupacabra.
As heartwarming as they are trying to be with this ad, and boy, they laying it on thick. I mean, every animal's got these big old wet gooey eyes. Oh, shit, these damn animals look like they're on cocaine right now.
That's what they're looking for.
Oh,
that shit.
That 8-ball king.
The dealer's back. Baby.
Yeah, every animal got big wet ass eyes, man.
Yep.
And they made sure that every animal was cute. They put, anything from bunnies to puppies in here.
Oh yeah.
So, as then of course they put in all the iconography of Christmas. The snow, the Christmas lights, the Christmas tree. As heartwarming as they're trying to be with this ad right here, this is very ominous. This is very. I don't know if I should use the word scary, but it is something that it is a warning. It's a warning for probably some very dark times about to happen, because this is telling us, as much as we are talking about AI and how we don't like it, and everybody scrutinized the shit out of this to the point where they even made charts of how many different trucks went here.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, we saw every one of these.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we saw that one with the 3 trucks in the front. They missed some of them. They missed the one with the 3 trucks in the back. I'll call that one.
3 wheels, yeah. 3 wheels.
Yeah, but they got it. We saw the one, the wheel in the middle. As everybody goes online, they scrutinize this. You think that people would be a little more careful if they're going to use AI about the images they put out there. But this is a very ominous sign and warning to artists out there. AI is not going away. All right.
No,
because Coke, they didn't give a shit about anything. Like, they put cute animals in there. They didn't care about the wheels. They didn't care about anything else you could find in there. And see, I'm saying that this is a ominous sign and warning to artists because Coke has money. I mean, Coke is the biggest brand in the world, probably.
No, it's up there. Definitely up there.
Yeah, in the world. It's definitely up there. Yeah. Coke doesn't even have to even do this kind of commercial if they don't want to. But they got money to pay artists. They got trillions of dollars. They just didn't want to. All right.
Why?
Yeah.
Why when I could just type some stuff up and get it in there?
Exactly. They didn't want to, and they don't give a shit if you don't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know why? Because, as with all things, the more you put something out there, the more it becomes regular. The more it becomes, something that you see every day. So when you start seeing these AI things, whether it's good or bad or look a little off, it doesn't matter. You've seen it so much, you learn to accept it.
Yeah.
And this is the stage that we're in right now. They're going to put it there. It's being put in your face so much that you're going to accept that it's going to look bad.
Yes.
And at some point, you'll just overlook it and be like, oh, well, that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what you think. You're thinking, man, people, they got to know that people going to see these trucks moving all over the place and these trucks morphing and these tires disappearing and reappearing and all this crazy shit. They got trucks up here don't even make no sense. They got a truck with 2 wheels in the back and 1 up front. I mean, and they didn't care. They didn't care. Thing is, it's still cheaper. It's still faster. And you're still going to buy Coca Cola. You're gonna still buy their product. It doesn't matter. And the thing is, when they're doing this and they don't care, this is weird. It's all kind of AI flaws up in here. And they don't give a shit. Now imagine when it does get so good that there are no imperfections. Imagine that. Imagine when it will get there. That day is coming. As much as we think it's not, as much as we're fighting it, as much as we don't like AI, I'm not endorsing AI. I'm just telling you what's happening. The day that it does get perfect and all that damn sloth, his neck works and and all these trucks, they have consistent tires on them. When that day happens, man, corporations are going to double down. You know what I mean? They're going to double down and artists will be forced to rethink their position in this whole thing, man. You know, they're going to be forced to think about how they're going to make money. They're going to have to probably figure out how to hustle on their own or be freelance artists because this is not going anywhere, man. Coca Cola knows that those trucks probably don't make no sense. They don't give a they just, they as you said, they put in a prompt and put it out there and called it a day, man.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's definitely a case. You see the future coming. You see where everything is going to. And it's scary that there's nothing you could do about it because of the fact that, it's cheaper. And people that got all that money is going to pump money into it to make sure that it works. So this way it's less overhead on their part to make it work. And and this is very much it that you're seeing right now. This is the first, well, not the first steps, but these are steps to make it, accessible and easy for you to be like, okay, it looks crazy, but whatever, and that's how you talk about it. Like, whatever, it looks crazy, whatever. And the more you say that, the more you get used to it, the more whatever you see, you'll just accept it because that's just the way it is. And forget about the people who are going to be growing up with AI right now that don't remember what it used to look like. So forget it.
Yeah. It's you're correct, man. You're 100% right. I'm talking about this dark and this ominous. I was listening to a show where they were talking about how, because everybody thinks in very alarmist ways when new technology is introduced. When Photoshop came up, everybody's like, "Oh, they're going to be putting photographers out of business." It's like, no, that did not happen. There was just a shift in how people had to work. I think that's what's going to happen with this. People are just going to have to. Things are going to shift, and people just got to learn to parlay into some other position. I think that's what I think.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a case where it becomes a case where you have to be a very good prompter and understanding what you have to type in to get the desired thing that you want. I know it becomes very tricky when it comes to typing in exactly what you need. So you just can't put in, give me a tree and give me a lion climbing up the tree. It'll give you a line climbing the tree, crazy, but you have to start getting integral of what you want. Like, okay, I need it to be like 3 p.m. in the afternoon where the sun is up in the sky, and you have to start getting granular like that to get what you want.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it comes down to on that sense. And just teaching AI, okay, when I say this, I really mean this. You know what I mean? So that's the teaching part of AI where people come into play. So again, is things going to become the worst? No, like you said, I think you just have to create a new way of doing it to use AI because right now it can't do it by itself just yet. You still need that human touch to make these things do what it has to do. And, you need to, you have to figure out, okay, how do I best fit myself into this to be a part of that. And that's kind of where it is right now. And right now, the prompting is a big deal.
Well, the prompting is a big deal, and there's going to have to be some regulation. It's not.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, because it's not a great analogy for me to make to Photoshop. Photoshop still required some originality, raw creativity. You had to make it, you had to, unless you were taking somebody else's image and manipulating it, which you would get called out on if you did try to get too big with it. Other than that, there were moments where you were creating things on your own. People make illustrations in Photoshop based on, their own style, their own imagination, their own work. AI is still, in order for AI to work, it has to pull from existing material.
Right.
And a lot of that stuff is copyrighted. A lot of that stuff is it's people's personal work, and so that's the big problem with AI right now. It's learning. AI cannot create on its own. It cannot, at this moment, it does not have the imagination to create something out of nowhere. It has to pull from all these resources. And so that's a big problem right now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's why, it's still a case where just like Photoshop, AI is still just a tool right now. Yeah. In the right hands, it can become something more. But again, it has to be in physical hands right now, human hands right now, until, Skynet takes over, it can do what they want to do. But even then, it can't think on its own, right?
No.
Like I said, it has to pull from other resources to get the desired effect. And it'll always need the human touch or the human inspiration, that spark.
I am all for AI being, like you say, a tool that bridges certain tasks, but you still have to create the original imagery. Now we're talking about, because AI works right behind the scenes. It works great as an enemy, as something that does anything from spreadsheets to, giving you recipes or, to helping you code or, there's certain things that it can be used to make your task easier. But when we start getting the visuals, we start getting into art, that's where it becomes a major problem. I've always said, I think that the perfect place for like AI right now, until it actually can create on its own, and that's going to create some other problems. But I've always said, for all you animators out there who know animation, I've always said that I would love it if it did what they call in the process in-betweening. Like when you do animation, you start with classic animation, at least, and when you talk about traditional animation, you start with one position that's called a keyframe, and then you draw another keyframe. Maybe I'm standing like this, and let's say like I'm standing like this, and then I reach for the microphone. One key pose would be me standing like with my, like in this pose here, my hands on my hips, and then the other key pose would be me holding the microphone. You have to put those key frames in between, or those in between frames for me to show me actually, grabbing the microphone in order for because if you don't put those drawings in there or those images in there, it's just like I just teleported, over here.
Yeah, it'd be like stop motion or some crazy.
Yeah.
Bop, bop, bop.
Yeah, as you can see, like right here, I just found in betweening, some stuff on here, like did a simple as something like a ball. In order to show a ball move, you got one ball over here, one ball over there, and you got one ball in the middle to show like smooth action. They're showing you like keyframes right here and in between frames. I think it would be great if you get to a point where you just draw the keyframes and AI can animate the in-betweens.
Fill it in, yeah.
Fill it in. Now, call it lazy, call it whatever, but I know that's the way I would like to work. I would love that. I would love to take that tedious work out of there of putting in-betweens on a drawing or any kind of animation, and then having, at least like I said, traditional animation. And I would love for AI to do that. But that's just
and that could be crazy because it can end up looking like rotoscoping, depending how many in-betweens you put in. Because you could put every little movement from like I said, that key pose to the mic. You can put every minute detail and end up looking like photoreal.
Yeah. I think also AI is cool. Like if you need a reference, you need a pose for a drawing, you need inspiration for like maybe a background, a painting or something. It might be good to use that to do that, and then use it to like recreate it on your own or recreate your own image. That's as a reference. I think that's what it'd be good for. But when you just leave it by itself, it does weird shit.
It's funky.
Weird, these wheels all over the place, put sloths in that come out of nowhere.
So half a sloth's hanging off or something. You don't know what he's hanging. How did he get up there? What's he hanging on to? He's just in the air.
Yeah, the sloth with,
because you don't see him hanging on to anything.
Yeah, sloth with this damn demonic neck.
He's just in the air. He's just in the air chilling.
Yeah. We got Tyrell over here. Tyrell from London who came to visit us. What do you think about AI, man?
Like a lot of things, it's kind of so new right now. I'm interested to see where it'll be at in like another 20 years.
Mm-hmm. But we won't be around in 20 years. The robots will take over.
Oh, let them have it. Let them and AI argue over all our problems. But I think it'll be cool just to see where it goes. Hopefully no Skynet route, but if it works out for the better, it'll be nice in our lives.
Yeah. I'm not too scared or nervous. I think we're just gonna have to learn how to just work differently, man. That's all.
Work differently and have some sort of guidelines and regulations. That's the most important part.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now, corporations like Coca Cola, they are at the point. At first, they were they were like, oh shit, we can't let people find out that we use AI. Now they're like, we don't give a shit if you do or not. So, so yeah, there you go, folks.
I can't front though. Do. Always Coca Cola.
Yeah, where is that, man?
I can't front.
Do you think Coke cares now with this AI stuff? Because
No,
they're just
that's
let's
what I'm
put it out
saying.
there. Let's have people talk about it. Free publicity anyway, regardless.
Everybody's making jokes like, man, I've never been more thirsty than a Pepsi than I am, and you a goddamn lie. No, hardly anybody, you know, except for those few freaks out there, nobody chooses Pepsi over Coke.
so you freaks out there.
All you Pepsi freaks out there.
Pepsi freaks.
No one. I'm just gonna say it. I know nobody's gonna switch. Nobody's gonna boycott, especially over. Man, listen. Even I would say it would be silly to boycott Coke over this commercial. This is just something they put out there just to. I don't even know if it's on TV. I think it's just an internet thing.
Right, I can see that just being an internet thing.
It was just an internet thing, and they put this out there. Nobody's gonna stop buying Coke because they're mad because wheels on the trucks are inconsistent. Nobody's gonna do that. And Coke is happy for us to talk about it. This is more advertising for Coke. I think you're right, and yeah, they because they know that there's not going to be a slump in sales. They don't care. They don't give a shit at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know you know. And in fact, they probably did that on purpose, putting the wheels all over the place. So we
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, when it's all said and done, you just sing the jingle. You're good to go.
Exactly. Yeah. What happened? We came here to talk about, man, this commercial's wrong. And at the end, we like, always Coca Cola. We end up singing the jingle at the end anyway. I don't even drink Coke, and I'm sitting up here holding them out right now. So, yeah, anyway. Well, would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon, where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.